Hello everyone, and welcome to another session of Legacy of Thyr. Oh, give me 1 second. I did not promo this at all. I'll do that while I'm talking. We got a couple of announcements. One of which happened on Twitter. And I wasn't made aware until today. We're gonna start with that one. So, as mentioned before, I'm running a one-shot on the 21st. I said who our first guests were. I didn't say who the secret guest was, but it's been announced, so it's out there now. So, on Thursday, May 22nd, we will be running a special one-shot, Swift Wind Deliveries, starring Koi, Lilith O'Leary, and Lilith's husband, and Momo Mischief, a very popular VTuber and D&D player that I've been networking with for quite some time. So that all just kind of worked out. So hopefully it all works out, and we'll see where that goes. But be ready for Thursday. Thursday's going to be really fun. I'm going to be making the final adjustments to that. But, alright, let's go with our usual announcements. Patreon, patreon.com/World of Null is where you can get all of our homebrew content and support the channel. We are almost ready to release the fan content subclass for Bloodhunter, Order of the Mage Slayer. We're just doing some final touches on that, and then it's going to be released for free because it's fan content. So definitely enjoy that when it pops up. I'm very excited for that one. And then, hold on, I'm getting things set up. Another thing is, of course, Oshi Cafe, our new sponsor here on my channel. Oshi.cafe/Solspresso will get you 10% off your order. Right now they're a little vacant because they're getting in new stock. But when you make an order, you do get a 40% coupon for the Season 1 launch. It's 10% discount with my code, Solspresso. And I get a little bit of that kickback. And I've also applied to be a part of the Season 1 merch. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah. So let me go ahead and move that out of the way. And then, Throne. As mentioned, it's my birthday in 2 days. I don't enjoy that. But if you were thinking about supporting the channel, giving a gift or anything like that, consider donating to the current goal of the live 2D full body upgrade that is on there. There's other stuff as well, so that's pretty exciting. No D&D on Tuesday, and the best way to support me and the channel is coffee. It is an instant source of support and is always appreciated. So, let us go ahead and say hello to everyone while I continue to get this set up. Hey, guys.
Hello.
By the way, if you ever die, it's going to be really funny because up in the corner is the Oshi Cafe logo. This death brought to you by Oshi Cafe.
Our deaths are sponsored, Pog.
Yeah, you don't get anything but trauma as the payout for that.
That's okay. You don't get free tea or something or whatever.
No, I do get 10% of the sale if you use my code. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, I applied to be a part of the Season 1 launch, which would mean I'd get my Oshi Cafe. It's a VTuber coffee company.
Oh,
and like I said, if by some miracle I make it in, I'll be getting my own coffee and merch, which would be really sick.
Will it be decaf?
No, I'd be picking out my blend, and it'd be Guatemala Antigua. So you're doomed.
I don't drink coffee, but I do it just for you.
They're thinking about.
I can't even drink it.
So you never know. Sky's the limit, guys. Zach, how are you? You weren't here last time, and you're just finding out about how fucked this town is.
I mean, it sounds fine to me. Everyone's happy,
Well,
and
here's the
people who
thing,
are
Zach.
happy are. It's a good
Everyone's
thing.
happy and having a
Zach,
good time.
I
Here's the thing.
described Zach the way I described it. You know, it's not good.
Oh, Zach probably knows what it is
Yeah,
as a DM.
but Dim doesn't know that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Dim might be a
Dim, not
little
my
wary
circus, not
now
my monkeys.
that Dim
Ciel
saw
also
Seiya
did-
bleeding.
Ciel also very openly said, "Hey, this feels like a cult," and
You know, there's a barrier
Yeah.
that prevents you from contacting the outside world.
Yeah,
Everyone's
you're not
able
allowed
to
to
read
leave.
minds, seemingly, or is connected mentally.
Yeah.
And Dim is just like,
What?
no, what? That just sounds like my church. Oh,
And they have a whole.
I love-
They have an elevated citizen position. If you
No,
become
no,
an
hold-
elevated citizen,
what?
you know.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, all I was gonna say is that the whole time I was there, I was like, I need a trusted adult, and usually that'd be Zach, and Zach was not there. And I was like,
Yeah, he wasn't there.
We've lost our
It worked.
We've
out for
lost our
me.
trusted adult. I was like, I feel not safe. Where's the
Oh,
adult?
yeah.
The adult
Nyx
is
wasn't
gone.
Nyx for a while.
Yeah,
Nick for a while.
Nyx was possessed by the Shadow Man. Thon and Lox are on the fritz, because of the magic, and you guys can't contact anyone.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate not being able to contact someone. I'm gonna be honest. Feels
Well,
like
we
downtown.
know
without a
as
phone.
soon as we enter the gate, so we get signal as soon as we leave the gate.
Leave the gate. Jump
So
the
you
gate.
found that
Y'all
out.
boost yourselves over the gate. Question: are we in a dome setting or can we jump?
There
the
is a
gate?
dome.
Fucking Christ! Of course, there's a dome.
You guys noticed it when you came in. There's like it when it hits the light, you can see it, and that's what they said is keeps them safe. They were immune to the arcane
the dome.
surge. They heard about it.
You know,
And that is held up by their Grand Mage, Sojin Elazar.
How-
that was a pretty good show, and then it just jumped the shark.
How flammable do you guys think this village is?
Very.
Flammable enough.
Kind of, sorta.
Shin,
Here's-
it's an option.
It's an option, but here's the problem: we start a fire, they're probably gonna lock us up and do weird shit to us, and I really don't want that.
Yeah, they
Well,
have
that's why
jail.
we don't get.
Mhm.
That's why we do that on the way out.
Here's the thing:
Just don't get
I
caught.
hate. Don't get caught. Well, then again, this village could be innocent. Most of the people could be innocent, and they're just under control. So,
Yes,
like,
we should probably not torch innocent people. That would not be
yeah,
great.
yeah.
You know.
I don't think Dim would approve of that, and Nythett wouldn't approve of it. I don't know with the rest of them, but
Nyx is fine with whatever.
yeah, I know,
It's
I know
okay.
what Nyx is fine with. Nythet's fine with everything except if it's harming people. And then she's a little like,
We're the good guys.
yeah.
Yes, that's what we tell ourselves, so we go to bed at night.
Well, we're not the worst.
We're
You aren't. I
There's worse
say,
people than
kind of
us.
looking at everyone. Ciel's the most normal
Hey.
here.
We're not the best.
What do you
but
mean?
Ciel and Dim are the most normal people in this group.
What? Are we looking at Dev?
Deviner's pretty normal.
Yeah, Dev's pretty normal.
Dev's just not socially
No.
adjusted. It's normal.
Dav is a fumbler, is weak-willed and weak-hearted, and will fall for any seductive techniques I throw at them.
Dang.
Whoa.
I mean, that's the player.
I
Like,
mean-
that's not an aspect of the
That's the
character. That
player.
is me.
That's the player.
Ah!
and I
I
have
am
the player
weak
on a
of will.
child leash.
All right, you
We're
guys
okay.
ready? You guys
One
ready
moment,
to,
hold
ready
on.
to groove?
Cat,
ready
look me
to
in the
rumble?
eyes. Hold on.
Yeah.
one
I
moment.
am ready to
Yeah.
sternly say that no, I will not be grooving or rumbling.
Someone's a little
that's
party
criminal.
pooper.
Okay, Cat, look me in
Luca's
the
looking
eyes.
at you.
All right, I'm looking you in the eyes. What?
Okay, look me in my googly eyes. You cannot
Alright.
fall for anyone here.
Look, I already said no.
You can't fall for anyone new.
I
swear to
already
God.
said no.
I don't trust you.
All right, resuming the fight.
Okay. Who's next?
Nyx. It's Nyx, but Luca's gonna take a legendary action. This is me being very mean.
Shocker.
He's gonna using the sound waves from his player, and he just does the thing where he rolls his arms and then he points his hand into the sky, finger up. All right, everyone, strike a pose as he uses his legendary action, Perfect Groove.
Oh hell yeah! That was strike a pose. Why not?
All creatures Luke can see are hit with rhythmic sound waves. All targets
yeah.
must make a performance check, DC
Performance.
18, to perform a perfect pose. Half the targets must succeed, or everyone takes 8d6 psychic damage and are stunned until the end of their next turn.
Okay. So
Not for like stunning me at the beginning of rounds. I swear to God.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a one. I'll take it.
Yeah, Zach, he's a dancer.
We got a dancer.
Can I use my inspiration?
Sorry, that was performance check, right?
Performance
Yep,
check.
and remember all of
Oh,
you are topped off
performance.
with a point of
Oh.
inspiration.
That still wouldn't have been enough.
How did Seiya manage?
Who's Virgil?
this?
Oh, there it goes.
That's your wrong
Oh,
character.
am
I
I?
would
What?
like
I'm
to
playing
say that
Virgil.
Ciel,
Good
for
heavens.
Ciel's part, she
Who's
still
Virgil?
doesn't actually do what he says. She just sort of like her circuits kind of flare up, and she's standing very still as she says no.
I imagine Ciel just moves her foot slightly, like on the floor, just a little ahead.
She crosses her arms.
That's a pose.
Okay.
Strike a pose.
Sorry,
ooh.
I was on the wrong sheet.
Okay. Did you reroll
Zach,
it?
make a note of that. Virgil makes an amazing performance.
Yeah, just out of context next time. Oh, wait, shit, Eustace has to do it too.
Oh, where is my boy?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
there.
Oh, poor
Oh,
Houston.
wait,
Oh,
luckily,
good lord.
charisma is pretty good for him because he's a Corsair.
I
Oh,
thought the
Wait,
same
can I
thing.
assist him?
No, this is
Ah, fuck,
just
okay.
an off-the-top roll.
That's more Seiya.
Okay.
I
All
would
right,
love to be with this.
let's
anyway.
go. Oh, wait, yeah. On the plus side, this means everyone that's in combat.
Can I try
Hold
and
on.
can I use an inspiration? Or
Locks!
oh,
Hell yeah!
Remember, it has to be half. Johnny, your Shadow Mastiff has to make a performance check.
Oh,
What? He's dancing too.
The dog has to
Okay.
fight through.
The dog's
It's
booging.
all
booging
active
him.
combatants.
okay. I don't think he's proficient in that, but
Charisma. It's just a flat charisma roll for you then.
Half the
performance.
targets
Yeah.
succeed or everyone.
Oh,
Oh,
it's a plus
half
5
of us.
performance.
Oh, I guess so.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
That's
it.
a jiggy little guy. Oh my God.
Chiggy.
Does he do that thing where a
Like
dog like
cool.
stands on their hind legs and they kind of twirl around?
Okay, we'll see, because this
Four.
might have actually gotten you the victory. So,
That's 4 of us.
hold on, let me go through. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people on the board that are considered combatants. And 1 success. 2 success. 3 success. 4 success. So I have some very good news for you. That counts because we
Woo.
rounded down. You needed 4 successes.
Perfect.
So, I'm gonna go down the line again, but we'll start with the familiars. Johnny, how does your Shadow Mastiff pose?
I have no idea. Let's go with like the Shadow Mastiff will leap into the air, doing a backflip and land on its hind legs, standing straight up.
Damn. Alright. Lox will look at you, Seiya. Don't worry, chum. I've got this. And he does it. He dabs.
Oh no! It is Lox.
God.
Well,
Uh,
Seiya just failed his
yeah.
pose.
Nythett, what's your pose?
Hello? Did you say Nythett?
Yeah, what's your pose?
Do you know the muses from Hercules?
Yes.
One of those.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then Ciel, you're not posing, but you're just defiantly putting your foot forward.
Ciel says no and crosses her arms.
All right, good news. For this round, all attacks against Luca have advantage. As you just see in text above him, it says, "Perfect groove."
Why?
Where did these arrows come from?
This
The
goofy
hard light
man.
projections from his Thyrian MP3. Nyx, it's your turn.
Okay.
He still has a luck point, so that's fun.
I am hasted, so blep, 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 blep. Hello.
Ah, man, you didn't do well on the pose, but at least everyone else did. Keep it up.
It is not my day.
Seemingly not.
I'm gonna cast Booming Blade.
All right.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Ooh.
Remember, because
Forgot about that.
the buff from Perfect Groove is everyone has an advantage on attack rolls against him for a minute. I mean, this round. 30
First
hits.
attack. Okay, there's a Scythe damage. And then the Booming Blade.
Zach, help me read that. What damage is he taking?
Let's see.
Oh,
So they would
God.
take 11 slashing,
They already took
5
12
booming
slashing.
blade.
Okay, 5 booming.
Oh, okay. So 5 booming blade.
And then if they
The other
move,
booming
right?
blade.
That's
Yeah,
what
the
they
other
move.
booming blade is if they move.
Damn. You got him there. Thank you, Zach.
And then hasted, just stab. Blap.
17 misses.
Damn.
He's just grooving. He's just vibing, having a good time.
And that's my turn.
All
And then
right.
Shadow Mastiff.
Yep.
Bork, 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 bork. Bork, bork. Let's see, 5, 10. Does Shadow Mastiff have any special thingies it can do? Let's see here. Are you special, little boy? Freeze
Not
by
right
Google.
now, but when it gets released in the new version, yes. Because you can summon not just a shadow dog, a bunch of other things.
Mm-hmm. Nom.
Okay. Miss.
Well, he tried his best.
Yup.
And
Yeah.
that's it all.
Yippee! Dad is gonna kind of move this way, and I think I'm. Everyone kind of clumped up, so I can't cast any real spells. I'm going to cast the catapult at Luca.
What are you catapulting?
I'm gonna catapult the blinding bolt at him. I have those for a reason. Might as well use them.
Okay. So he needs to make a save.
Yes. Let me cast it.
I believe it's a dexterity save,
Yes, it is.
which
a
he
dex
has
save.
advantage on right now because he's hasted.
Yep. I got.
He's gonna flip the coin and use his luck point.
Come on.
Yeah, baby! You just hear from the MP3 player, nice!
Some flash of light offline.
It just falls halfway. Just goes right there.
Well, I tried. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's my action. So.
We gotta get you some bonus actions.
I got a lot of bonus actions. They're on my nice spells, and I don't want to cast my nice spells.
Fair. Alright. Luca's turn. Let's see if he gets Celebrate Good Times back. He does! So he's gonna use it. Alright, everyone! Eyes on me! Zach, you didn't see this before. Alright, kids. He's making his sphere, which I believe is... Give me a second. 60-foot sphere. Don't fail it. This time it's purple.
Purple.
Everyone in the light, deck save. I mean, no, a wisdom save. I don't know why it still said it's a deck save. It's a wisdom save. As he just starts pumping up in the dance.
What did I roll?
20. You're
Oh,
good.
I rolled a 20. I'm
You're
good.
solid.
I continue to roll bad saves.
Oh, do I have to roll a wisdom?
Everyone that's in the purple light, yes. That's an
So literally everyone.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the point. Oh damn, damn.
Tempted to use
Damn,
my
damn.
mantle, so I just don't gotta deal with this.
All right. The only people that failed. Oh wait, no, I forgot. Eustace.
Oh, the Hound as well, right?
Yep, Hound.
I really like that Eustace just showed up and he's like, and he's just like,
Eustace got
I'm
a
part of the
natural 20.
team, and we're all like,
You guys
who
pulled it in.
invited you?
You pulled him into it. I mean, if that
No, he
did.
didn't.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if it will make a difference for anyone, but anyone within 10 feet of me adds 5 to their saving throw.
That is true. Let me turn your aura on.
That makes a pretty big difference.
Just out of range, I think.
It affects the Shadow Master and Seiya. But Seiya, you're fine.
Uh,
Alright. Pardon me. I got something stuck in my throat. Great, wisdom save. You got Celebrate Good Times back.
Okay, sorry.
You're good. I knew you were gone.
I was having a sneezing fit.
Alright, Ciel. I believe... Yeah, you only take half the damage. I'll roll that in a second.
Did I do that? Wisdom save.
You take 6 points damage, Ciel.
Okay.
Goodness, that whatever happened to me hit really hard. Dav, you take 13 points of psychic damage, and as before, you must spend your entire next turn dancing. Nyx, you take 13 points of psychic damage and must spend your entire next turn dancing. And as before, if you describe to me how you're dancing, you get a point of inspiration. Dim, you feel the urge to dance, but you're like the dad from Footloose. Dancing gets people killed. You only take 6 points of damage. Seiya, you're good. You only take 6 points of psychic damage. Lox, I think, also cleared this. Yeah, Lox cleared his. The Shadow Mastiff takes an impact point and must spend its entire command dancing. Lox is good. He only takes 1 impact point. Oh, no, Lox, live. So he doesn't need to dance. And Nythett, you only take 6 points of psychic as well. And when Lox is hit by that psychic, that wasn't really what? He looks up at you, Seiya. Looks around. What the fuck? Where am I?
oh.
What's going on? Why is there music?
Just
hungry.
dance.
No. Alright, so that's his recharge down. He's gonna go ahead and flick Ciel with Luca's lucky coin. Alright, a 23. Anything against it?
Not going to help me with that.
Oh,
Yeah, shield won't help me with that, so no.
Alright. 15 points of psychic damage. Luca gets back his luck point. Then he's gonna spin around on his hands again and kick up in the air towards Nyx. Misses. Spins again to do a second one. And then his hasted attack. Again, I guess on Seiya. No, okay. And he just gets up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna go ahead and that's his turn.
Our moves are too sick nasty.
Yeah.
You know,
Ciel,
Haste has this fun little thing that Ciel is very intimately aware of, where
Yeah.
if somebody dispels it, you're stunned.
As far
Or
as you know,
lethargic,
yes.
rather. Well, that's gross, and I hate you for planting that seed of doubt in my mind. But I am going to quicken spell
Okay.
Dispel Magic
Okay.
on Luca.
And I believe that's a check on your end.
It's a 3rd level spell, so it should end automatically.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun. Let me double check something. Let me check his other sheet.
His other sheet. How many sheets does this guy need?
I mean, what?
Huh?
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 Counter spell.
Crimes.
Crimes?
Crimes?
Wait.
Did someone say crimes?
Double
Wait,
personality?
is this? Oh wait.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay. Good news. It works.
Bad news.
Bad news. You watch him like, whew, shake it off. That wasn't very nice. Ruined the groove.
I think it can stand to be ruined a little bit more.
True. True.
As for her
Make
action,
me an intuition. Make me a cast check, or I think you took cast or instinct for your free check ability.
Sorry, what was that?
Did you take cast or instinct when we built the character?
I don't think we discussed this.
Oh, well,
Uh-oh.
hold on. Go ahead and make me a charisma check with your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
And I'll add it
let's
to your
put the
sheet
randoms.
afterwards. That's the free combat
Alright.
analysis. 19.
Everything is persuasion. I'm persuading myself of something, I guess.
You
that's,
notice as he's dancing and you did that, something on him ended haste. And you also saw he blocked something earlier, and when he did, his hand was covered in metal.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Little clues.
Okay.
The hints do nothing for me. I'm head empty, so you
That's
gotta
fine.
never mind.
I think
So that was
Zach's
still
figured it out.
my
And
that
you-
was my bonus action.
Yep, you have an action remaining. Just ruining
Now,
his
sadly,
day.
I can't do the other thing that I have that I think would be very funny, which is casting grease and making him fall on his ass. But
Pretty
since
funny.
that's not an option because I already cast another spell, I am gonna go ahead and throw up my Sorry, I'm just double checking the name of this. I'm gonna go ahead and use Bastion of Law.
Oh.
And real quick, who is the most messed up? It might actually be me because I'm a sorcerer.
Go ahead
I'm
and
so-
display
I'm
the
so
ability.
squishy.
Do display in VTT. I haven't seen this one in a hot second.
Hold on, I can't see Nyx's health bar. Oh no, Nyx is okay.
Mm-hmm. He's at
So I
57
haven't
out
used
of
this yet,
78.
but
You can tap
okay,
into the
so,
grand equation of
Bastion of Law.
existence, be a creature with a shimmering shield. 1 to 5 sorcery points, magical ward. Oh, okay. D8's equal to the number of sorcery points spent. Oh, okay. So it's a bear. It's like an arcane ward, but shareable. Which that one is.
Yeah, it
Alright.
basically just lets me get a bunch of temp HP.
All right, you're gonna do that on yourself.
I'm gonna do the whole 5 because ow,
Might as
I'm
well.
a squishy
All
sorcerer.
right, go ahead and roll 5d8,
Okay, and let's do.
and I'll add that to your
Uh.
third bar.
Oh, it's pretty bad. I only rolled 10, but better
Okay.
than nothing.
Oh, I didn't see it. All right.
Oh, it didn't post here.
Nah. Might have been because if it was digital dice.
The manual roller did not like me there.
Oh, okay, no
Um,
worries. But you got a barrier of 10.
Yeah, I got a barrier of 10. And then I'm gonna go ahead and move.
Mhm.
As I'm really just gonna run to the other side of Nyx here.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Gotta be with my buddy, and I'm just gonna kind of put a hand on his shoulder and say, just say, "Come on, Nyx, you don't have to do this."
But his silly guy energy makes it so he has to. All right. I'm not stuck doing the dance anymore. I will. I really haven't done that much cardio in a while. He's gonna roll under Nyx, get over here, and flank with Nythett. I'm borrowing your position rules, milady. Wait, we had advantage anyways because of flanking. I mean, because of the perfect groove. But that helps. 7 piercing. 13 sneak attack. I don't know why I just really went locked in there. And I'm gonna hit him with
Can
one
we,
of these.
Damn.
2 piercing.
How this guy survived the war?
4 damage though, because 2 piercing, 2 fire. He ran away.
Yeah.
He was
in the
literally
war?
out. Yeah, we did a part 1 of a one-shot set in the
Man
War of
is like
Death.
200 something
Yeah,
years
he's
old.
200 years old and he
This
left.
is a grown man acting
Yeah.
like that. Can we like?
No, Nythett will not
Uh,
acknowledge the fact this is a
Luke
grown
is
man.
gonna take a legendary action because they all recharged.
Yeah.
He's gonna do. Ooh. Yeah, he's got to be fair. He's gonna do 1-2 quick step, and he's gonna
Okay.
teleport right here on top of the bar dim. Hey man, you're feeling out of it at the first round. You good to rumble?
Sure thing, baby. Let's hit it.
Oh,
Oh!
Zach's really feeling it. All right, he's gonna
Oh,
go ahead and
shit.
he's gonna do the handstand and do his kicks. And you grew up with him. You've known he's been a passionate dancer for a large portion of his life. 24 hits you.
That hits.
12 force damage. I need you to make a save for me. I'm so fucking sorry. He's gonna try and
Alright,
stunning strike you.
Okay. Which kind of save is this?
Con save.
Or
DC 18.
okay.
And you have your buff because your aura. Hey! Alright, your speed is halved instead, and his next attack against you has advantage, which is his next one. He's gonna flick the coin at
Okey-doke.
you. 25 hits, he gets another luck point, and you take 11 psychic.
Groovy.
See, I said it and you weren't here, I was like, this is the most Zach boss fight I've ever made.
Mm-hmm.
And I made this on short notice. Alright, he's got 2 luck points. Nythett, it's your turn.
I'm still stuck on what Zach said.
I think we all will be. Wait, we need a sound. We need to clip that for a sound bite.
That's what I'm saying. Someone clip it, please. I beg
We're
of you.
collecting
Air,
Zach
get on
sound
it.
bites like fucking candy.
Air, get it. Air, please. I beg of you.
All right, your turn.
Persona.
Persona.
Nah.
Fuck, I don't even know.
Cheat
Wait a
sheet.
minute. Did we? No. I was just asking. Did our movement get halved at all? Or is that from
No,
another
that
thing?
was only dim. Because stunning strike
Okay.
failed.
Okay. I don't really want to hurt this man, to be honest.
I mean, you're not doing
Another
anything
thing.
violent. Because that would be violating community rules.
Yeah, I can't do anything violent, so.
By the way,
Um,
everyone, because remember, there are more NPCs in the bar. They just don't deserve tokens. But they're
Uh-huh.
all dancing, and so is Shayna. She's shaking like a shaker, and just like
Yeah.
to the rhythm of the music he's playing.
Yeah,
And
they're
he's
having a good
and
time.
Luke is looking at you again. He's like, "Come on, you know you want to dance."
To who? What?
You.
Oh yeah, no, she wants to dance. Then it will come up to here, and then she's going to flip over him to get over to here.
Ooh.
Onto the
Gonna
floor.
jump on there. Easy enough.
Yeah.
It's a short. It's not a big bar.
Hello. Nah, I just like to imagine she used his shoulders to flip over him to get out.
Oh yeah, he'll help you up.
Anyway. Sweet. What a gem.
Null's
What a
Dancing with the
gem.
Stars is getting really weird next season.
I love this. I'm having a great time. I don't know what the fuck to use. There go my cats.
You have your
I don't know
cheat
what to
sheet,
use.
so anything on there.
I know, but like, I don't want to actually like do anything. Like some of my stuff is
You-
actual harmful stuff.
Nah, it's considered this is a non-lethal fight.
So if I use anything that does harm, it won't actually do actual harm.
Yeah, because you're going into it with the mentality of what do you call
Holding back.
Yeah.
Essentially. A lot of my shit is actually like. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, hold on, wait. I want to pull out some cards and try throwing them at him.
it? Okay.
Man, this is the only thing I can think of. All my other things are charming stuff, and I don't think that works.
Now, are
on
your
him.
cards ranged attack? Oh wait, no, never mind. It will balance out because you have advantage until the end of this turn. So even if it's ranged in melee, you can do it,
It
as a normal
says
roll.
stealth to 15 feet.
Huh?
Range self, and then 15.
Let me look at
And
this.
it's a cone. I don't know, spray of cards.
Oh, that's a spell.
Yeah, I might not let
Oh, I thought you were using spell like a cards like as a weapon. No, you can. Go ahead and
No, no,
cast
no.
it.
I wish I could use cards. I can use cards as a weapon?
Yeah, there's a feat for it and everything, and items.
What?
Yeah, there are magic item
Ah.
cards that you can use. Zach made one.
Zach!
It's called the
Why
Deck
didn't
of
no one tell me?
Fortune.
No one told me this. This is devastating.
You can get more
Okay,
at IO Publishing.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Right. You're
I need a deck
casting.
save, which I'm
Yep.
sure he's good at that, so. I don't want to roll anything. How do I just...
Ooh,
oh,
he's gonna
oh.
spend a luck point.
No! Okay, that's fine.
There we go. What's your
Yeah.
DC?
18, so he's fine.
Okay. Make sure to display the spell on VTT because I'm
I've been
pretty
trying
sure
to figure
there's
out how to
half
do that. Every
damage.
time...
Are
Oh
you,
no, I rolled. Sorry.
Are you
hold
synced
on.
into? There we go.
Did it display?
Is it half damage on a success? It should
Hold on.
be.
On a failed save, a creature takes 2d10, and a success is a creature takes half damage.
Okay,
only.
thank you. So he takes 8 points of force damage.
Mhm. I like to imagine the cards are kind of like levitating, spinning around.
That's fair. Bonus action. What would you like to do? Do some bardic?
Sure. Why not? Who's next?
Dim.
to
I'm gonna
say-
Seiya or dim.
Say or did. Who wants it more? Who needs it more?
Both just kind of stare blankly.
Where is Bardic? Okay, there's
Does Nythett want to have it?
you know what? With dim combat. She's like,
Okay, yeah, dim. You got a bardic.
yeah.
Alright.
Let's
You're
groove,
feeling
honey.
the groove.
Let's groove, honey. Let's go.
All right, Seiya. No, seriously, Seiya. What the fuck? What happened? What did I say? What did I do?
You are a polite little gentleman.
Oh, he cringe. He shivers. He's like, oh. He throws up a little glob of black energy. Blech.
Oh,
No, my rep,
not a polite
my
little-
hardcore reputation. I'm gonna vent about this on the
Alright.
group text. He starts texting.
No, that's under my name. Okay.
In the group
Seiya-
chats for every Null character that has a shard codex, a message from Seiya Ascilitas'Thel. Fuck nice people. All caps, demon emoji, middle finger emoji, hashtag Locke's life. With a Y.
I love how this man has figured out hashtags.
I mean, everyone has.
That tracks.
Well, yeah, Nythett looks like.
Okay. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess, you know, I'm just gonna do my Zach's favorite spell, because he's back with us. Chromatic Orb.
Yippee! You have advantage on it because of the perfect groove buff.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just do. Say we'll just do cold damage.
All right. Yeah, 27 hits. You're doing cold damage.
Yes.
Let's go gambling. Can you lock? Wait, that's 3
Did I-
ones. You get to do it again.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
you got 3 ones, which means you can do it again.
Let's go gambling.
Wait, yeah, hold on. Let me look at the spell. But that's what it does now. Is it? You can bounce it onto him again, I think. Hold on. Or this is the most pointless gambling ever. Chromatic Orb. Let me see. Yeah, if you roll the same number
I
on
cast it
2...
at first level.
No, if you roll the same number on 2 or more of the d8s, the orb leaps to a different target of your choice. It has to be a new target. Oh, it can't leap.
And it can't-
leap again if you cast it, unless you cast it, upcast it. You know what? This rarely happens. I'll let you make another attack on him.
Just what do you want me to do? Another chromatic orb?
Well, yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to make another chromatic orb attack and then new damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm letting this happen because this is rare that this happens.
Normal or
Advantage still. 18 hits. His haste is down. Go ahead and roll damage. And he takes 16 cold damage. That was really chilly. Alright, he is definitely past bloody. Which
Seiya
means...
backs up, picking up blocks,
Nothing.
back up to here.
Wait, it's my turn.
What is Locks?
has,
can Locks do anything in this form?
Yeah, he has, he can cast a spell. He can cast a spell, or he can use his abilities.
Alright.
He takes one of your spell slots if he casts, though.
Oh, well, okay, never mind. I won't drag him with me.
Yeah, right. He walks over.
He's gonna charge up to Luca. He's gonna do a claw in his strongest form.
Strongest claw! Take this. You made me look bad. Oh, damn. That hits deal damage.
Alright.
Just hops up. Damn! Lock!
Please, Dim, finish this.
Eh. Then he pops down. Dim!
All right.
Wow, he's really feeling
Let's see. So fun fact, Dim is a follower of the goddess of love.
Yep.
And goddess of love, she knows how to groove.
Mhm.
So Dim is gonna like spike his hammer into the ground, use it like a stripper pole, and just like whirl around it and slam into Luca.
I'm sorry, what? This is what they
Dang!
teach at the monastery.
Dim is serving.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack with advantage.
Yep.
Because the perfect
With
group
the
up.
Brightbloom family hammer.
You got advantage.
Let's see here.
He's got an
Zach!
extra attack.
Two nat ones. That's two nat ones.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got a
Okay,
second
so he
attack.
did not quite groove. The groove did not hit with the
He
first
tried.
one. He goes in for the second swing here.
You haven't done it in a while. That hits. Just Buffety
Alright.
stat pole dancing. Oh god. Alright, 11 bludgeoning damage.
Yep, and I'll just for the funsies of it, I will have a nice big divine smite be like a burst of light as a crescendo to
Mhm.
his grooving. I'll do a second level divine smite.
Alright. Dim. We don't have to ask it, but how do you want to do this as you stripper pole dance and whack him in the face with the hammer?
Oh, here's the finishing move. I'm gonna put this in Legacy of Thyr memes.
God.
Because this is all I'm imagining. Here's his finisher. He disco slides and
Yes!
makes a nice pose.
Alright. And with that, you guys you defeat air quotes you defeat Luca Fern. Ooh. Whew. It's been a while since anyone's been able to give me a fun fight. Ending the encounter. As a result of this victory, everyone's heroic inspiration is capped fully to 3.
Yippee.
Ooh.
You're inspired by the vibes.
Groovy.
Yep. The dog goes away. And everyone starts clapping and celebrating, and Luca just sits down. Everyone gathers up. Whew. Not bad. Shayna looks at you, Nythett. You're gonna have to get off the bar. Picks you up gently, puts you down. Shayna, if you don't mind. Passes him a drink and he downs it instantly. Whew. Oh yeah, a deal's a deal, right? You beat me and I tell you my secret.
Does that have to do with that metal thing on your hand?
He looks at you guys and is like, well, I guess I better pony up. And he looks at all of you. Am afraid of heights. That's my secret. Lox goes,
You know,
what?
Seiya just steps up, like, right next
To
to
be
him.
fair,
and
I
just says,
said if you beat me, I tell you a secret. Not a specific one. Winks.
That's how I expected this to go.
But
And I'm sure that you don't have any other secrets related to that metal thing on your hand.
what? I don't wear armor. Give me 1 second. La 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 la. La la la. Not funny.
Ciel gives him a very stern look.
As far as you can tell, you believe him. His natural 20 charm.
He doesn't. Well, he's not wearing armor, yeah, but we still see the metal thing.
Saw it briefly.
I saw the metal thing anyway.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
Ciel attacked him, when he blocked
So
it.
Ciel doesn't. Ciel, the deception would get all of us, but not.
Yeah, Ciel
Ciel.
probably knows something's up. But he's not
Oh,
budging.
of
Y'all
course.
just think that Ciel is crazy and being paranoid again, probably.
Ciel
Uh,
hates parties.
I do hate parties.
Well, like I said before, I wouldn't recommend staying here that long. Do whatever business she's got you doing and get out. I don't even like staying here long.
Fair enough.
But, Shayna, their drinks are on me. Puts a sack of gold on the table. Spins in the stool. Walks by you, Nythett. And as a reminder, Nythett, his coin looked familiar to you.
Yeah, Seiya's just kind of glaring at him.
GM,
Yeah.
Can I use my telekinesis to did it come from like a sleeve or like a behind a glove or something?
His lucky coin?
No, the metal thing that I saw when he
Oh, to describe that, when he was hit, it materialized on his hand for but a moment.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm. So like it came out of nowhere, kind of like someone else's armor.
gotcha.
Do I do something a little silly here, guys? A little funny, little silly guy.
I would still like to use my telekinesis, but in this case, I am instead going to use it to untie his shoes real quick.
Okay. He goes by you, Nythett. That was absolutely wonderful. Thank you for the fun time.
Oh, no, thank you.
And
I
he's
had such a
gonna
blast.
take your hand, give it a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
1 second, I need to make a private roll.
Private roll. Oh, is he gonna steal something from me? God damn it.
I'm gonna do something that's unlikely it's gonna work.
Alright. And he, with satisfaction, walks by. You can make me a perception check, Nythett.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Perception. Where you at, please? I didn't know. What
And then
those
we'll get
notes
to you,
are.
Johnny. And
Holy shit!
Once
Best time of my
natural
life.
20. He kisses your hand, and
Yeah.
while his hand is holding yours, he flicks a coin down your sleeve.
Okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
And what
Oh,
were you
that's
trying to do, Nyx?
I'm gonna use. It's probably not gonna work, but you know it's worth a try because this little shit. I'm gonna use my Ring of Hidden Desire. And what this does is this.
Learn a creature's darkest desire. That creature must succeed on a DC 13 Wisdom save. You learn their darkest desire. Do not learn anything. Creatures immediately affected the ring. What is this from? Is this from Let me see.
Took this at character creation and just never used it. Grim Hollow.
Grim Hollow. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so he's gonna make a wisdom
Oh,
save.
There's a shot.
Walks away. Yeah, he's a monk.
Wait. I thought it said on a failed save, you immediately learn the target's darkest
He
desire.
succeeded the save.
He succeeded.
That's success.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, sorry, I was confused
you're
by the
good.
thing.
He walks and he goes upstairs to his room for the night.
He doesn't trip on his shoelaces?
I mean, I'll make a fate roll for it at some point.
Okay.
Falls down the stairs, breaks his neck, and
Falls down the
dies.
All right, the floor is yours.
Mhm.
What a weird day.
I think it was blast.
It definitely
None of
was
you noticed that?
exciting. We don't get this much excitement here, Shayna says.
Is it okay that we had that much excitement?
I mean, yeah, everyone seems pretty happy. No one got
Okay,
hurt.
perfect.
You didn't break the community rules.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, Zach, here's Shayna's art. Just so you have it. A half tiefling, half orc. Nice. But yeah, it gets you guys whatever your heart's desire, within the budget that has been given to you by the mayor and stuff like that. Anyone want to do anything in particular, or call it a night and get ready for your assignment in the morning?
I was gonna say that Ciel is going to sort of say to like the others, kind of in a hushed tone, just like, I'm pretty sure I saw what he was hiding. Did none of you notice that?
I
Notice what?
No.
I was myself for a little bit, but we're gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Pretend what that didn't happen, my dear.
Thank you.
Is Thon
He was
still
nice to
not
everyone.
himself?
Thon is sleeping.
Okay, you know
He
what?
didn't
I'm just
take
going
any
to put him
damage.
in the pouch. I'm just going to put him in this pouch, and he's going to get to stay there.
Does Thong honk shoe or
Honk shoe.
me?
Okay.
I didn't see anything. What is it that you thought you saw?
When his spell ended, I saw him call forth something. Something metallic? And then it disappeared again.
Hmm.
That is strange.
We'll have to keep an eye on him. I have a feeling he's just messing with us.
That seems to be the theme of this town.
I'm... Do we have any of us... Seiya will look at the others and just go, I know it's dark, but I want to take a brief walk around the block, per se.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. Curfew's pretty much coming up.
Curfew?
Oh, yeah, there's a curfew. You can't go out past 9 p.m. That's why your courier friend stays the night here sometimes. He gets preoccupied and then has to stay here overnight.
What happens after curfew?
Well, it's just better to stay in bed for the night. No need to go out and do anything crazy. And you do notice there is a steady amount of people leaving.
Alright then.
Well, and Nythett will clap her hands together. I think that means that we should call it a night too.
I guess when in this town, we do as the town folk do.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to upset Elder Mira.
So what rooms do you have available?
Oh, don't worry. Elder Mira already set it up for you. Your rooms are already set to go. Plus, we don't have a lot of guests here. Not a lot of out-of-town people. So you got the nice rooms. The luxury suites.
Mm-hmm.
Koi and
What
Johnny
fun.
will recognize this map.
Oh.
Well, thank you.
Eustace, do you have somewhere else you need to be?
No. I was, apparently, according to you guys, I'm working with you on this assignment.
Oh. Right.
Oh, you can room me with us.
Oh,
right,
no,
Tim, is that
I
okay?
probably have a private room all to myself.
Okay.
Oh, we could have had so much fun tonight.
I'm...
Thea just whispers to Lox. Should have made a room with Nyx.
no.
Now, what do you...
What?
No, just... Thea's just looking at Tim and that just says... Oh, you two all
The roommates.
rather close.
Hmm?
I believe they're what
Do you
we
want to
call
join
a
us?
domestic couple. Ha! That was
Ah.
a joke.
Oh, would you like to join us too, Seiya?
Slumpy. A little bit of a
He
slump.
he pulls out a deck of Go Fish cards.
Dim and Dav, there was that thing I wanted to try to do. I don't suppose that would be
Mm.
possible in the near future.
Looks to Dav.
I mean, we can always try.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna move you guys to the upstairs, and then you can go wherever you want to go. Just get a look at your digs. Totally not familiar, right, Johnny? No trauma
I have no
happens
clue
in
what
these
dig they're
beds.
in.
For some reason, I feel the inkling I should be taking a certain room.
But yes, here's the upstairs, and each of you get a suite. Though they are aware that Nythett and Dim like to share a room. But like I said, you guys can have any rendezvous.
Or dim, yeah.
Hold on. Dim is just going to take up the pillow. That is very big. The pillow is a little mini bed for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to
Aw.
imagine he takes the and then there's her taking up the whole bed, like, or that's sad.
Like Nythett for some reason sleeps diagonally and Dim's just on the pillow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does not. She's not that rude. Actually, she is quite the mover when she sleeps, but that's besides the point. She's a cuddle bug.
All right, Ciel, when you make your way over to Dav's room, were you summoning anyone else to join you?
She would have told Dim,
Mm-hmm.
because Dim was one of the people who helped her sort of talk this out.
Okay.
Dim phases
Dim
through
will
the
come
wall.
and. Yep.
That's just a perk of being a follower of Nora. You're really good at stripper pole dancing, and you can phase through objects.
Oh, good.
We know
Write that
clip.
down. Write that down.
Yeah.
Write that down.
You know what? That'd actually be a funny. She would give that as a boon. She'd be like, "Have fun."
Stripper pole
Uh,
dancing.
No,
right
phasing through
before-
matter.
Right before everyone does any sort of rituals or summonings or things of that nature, Dim is going to cast at first level. Bless. We're gonna bless up on Dav and Ciel. And myself, I guess.
All right. I love that people are coming in out of context and hearing me talk about Dim doing pole dancing. We've truly made
It's gonna be
it.
the best out of
Who needs
context
context?
references forever.
I
Look,
forever
it's
will
in the-
have.
It's in the tenets of Nora.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. I will forever have what Zach said out of context in my brain forever.
As Nora wills.
All right.
Before we begin, I noticed earlier today that Nyx was not himself. I think he might have been possessed again.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
No. I'm not sure how to stop it. He's, the only family I currently have left. So, I appreciate you doing this.
Well, we are all friends, so we always do our best to help one another.
She gives a nod. You only just met me. I didn't want to presume.
You must make friends quickly. Things change too fast to be worrying about if we're friends or not.
Ah, well. Maybe you do,
I suppose I haven't gone through nearly as much as you. Glad I don't even know the half of it, I assume.
I'm not so important right now. But it's very kind of you. Thank you. Do you need anything from me?
Okay, step back as a player real quick. I can't remember what I said I was doing. Memory's foggy on this.
I think we were casting Contact Other
Yep.
Plane.
Contact other plane.
Contact other planes.
We're gonna phone up Nyx's patron and tell him to cut it out.
Yeah, you're attempting to,
Uh-oh.
yeah. Which I will display the spell.
Nyx being like, "Did you call my boss?"
You just hear the phone ring in the other room.
Which, for a warlock, this is a good spell for a warlock to have because of their class feature, because they don't suffer the after effects of this or the failure of this. So contact other plane, as the kids like to call it. Hey patron, can you give me powerful ability, powerful power? Please, patron, make it plot relevant. It does the following. It is a 5th level divination spell. You mentally contact a demigod, the spirit of a long dead sage, or some other knowledgeable entity from another plane. Contacting this otherworldly intelligence can break your mind. When you cast this spell, make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. On a successful save, you can ask the entity up to 5 questions. You must ask your questions before the spell ends. It lasts for a minute. Which I will actually be timing IRL. So make sure you have your questions ready. The DM answers each question with one word, such as yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, or unclear, if the entity doesn't know the answer to the question. If one word answer would be misleading, the DM might instead offer a short phrase as an answer. On a failed save, you take 66 psychic damage and have the incapacitated condition until you finish a long rest. A greater restoration cast on you ends this effect.
All right.
And you are
so-
boosted to hell and back. So
Yeah, that's the boost.
I also have greater restoration from Clockwork Sorcerer, so
Yes, you
if that
do.
happens, you're good.
All right, so you get me your questions, Tim. You just keep being the great person you are.
Well, technically how you're going to be doing this is you're going to be feeding it directly to Ciel. Ciel is the
Yeah.
one that is going to be talking. So Ciel is the one that needs to make that save. Also because
I'm
it's
just here.
very fitting for Ciel to be the one that deals with this problem.
I think I will also be casting Protection from Evil and Good on myself just in case. I'm not
Ooh.
sure how much effect that will actually have, but
And I will throw in my hat with an intellect fortress.
oh, thank you.
I like to imagine that we're all just putting on the fantasy equivalent of hazmat suits
I-
before
Yeah,
casting this.
I like to imagine I like to imagine Dav is like making a little note to her to she's a mage, but still has her god that she cares about, and just like, please let this go right, and then she burns the note before letting anyone else read it. Just, small little prayer. Every little luck we can get, eh?
Okay. So, go ahead and cast it. And we got a couple of effects. Zach, can you keep track of all the stacks going on right now? We got...
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
So, Intellect Fortress will give CL advantage on the intelligence saving throw.
Yep.
They will add a 1d4 from Bless, a +5 from my Aura of Protection on both of the rolls.
Okay. All right, Ciel. Let me change the music. We need something more sinister.
Also, resistance to psychic damage.
Mm-hmm. Which helps against, possible save that you need to make.
What could go wrong?
And I think because the effects don't stack, Protection from Evil and Good basically just stops me from being possessed.
Alright. First things first, go ahead and make me an intelligence saving throw. With advantage.
Advantage?
+5. You
It wasn't supposed to roll just now, but I beat it without any of the buffs,
Yeah.
so we're good.
Okay. The room begins to darken. The light sources in the room flicker, and each of you watch it as your shadows disappear, slithering around the floor like a snake, before they coalesce over here into this mirror. You know what? He's gonna be catty. He's gonna show up pretty big. And you watch as walking out of the mirror Valinus, the Shadow Man, appears and looks at you, Ciel.
Knowing that we have a very, very limited amount of time, Ciel is
hold
going
on.
to get right.
Let me actually get that together. Let me get the timer. 1 minute.
All right, tell me when the timer starts.
All right, give me 1 second. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1.
You are Nyx's patron, and you know of me, and I know of you. Do you wish him harm?
Maybe.
Is there anything I can say to convince you to not do that?
No.
Will you allow Nyx to speak to me about what you've asked of him?
Never.
Are you afraid to die?
No.
Are you afraid of being imprisoned somewhere you can't do whatever you're doing to Nyx? Because that's what I'm going to figure out how to do to you if I find out that you've harmed him.
He drags out his response and does not respond before the timer ends.
I think that was the 5th question anyway,
Yeah,
so...
that was the 5th question, but he intentionally staggered his response to it and looks at you. And you see, because like there's like a little shadow hourglass near him, and as the sand runs out, he flips it to where it is just on its side.
Can I make an insight check on him?
Yeah, he's walking towards you right now.
Oh.
I will give you this
Yeah.
warning. Just the one. Natural 20, we'll get to that. Stay out of my business. The more you pry. He looks at you with his slit mouth. Each time you pry, I will shorten the time you have him. He's already on borrowed time. How about I make that less? Instead of weeks, how about a day? Something like that. Foolish little girl. You play a game that you don't understand. Consider that a warning. He walks back. Now, if you ever offer me something better than that...
If you
maybe.
want to negotiate, then say so.
You haven't gotten anything that I'm interested in yet. He walks through it with your natural 20 insight. He appears as someone who has lots to lose if he were to be touched. Like, if he were able to be targeted by mortals, by the divinity, he would have a great deal of risk, but something he feels immune is the best way to put it. He feels untouchable to himself. And that is the aura you're getting from him, is he's like, you can't do anything to me because I'm invincible right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because from You get flashes as he approaches you. He was recently imprisoned by a powerful demon, and he was able to break away from that because of Nyx. That is with a natural 20, that is what you get from those visions that hit you in the head as the spell ends. And he's gone. But he left behind a nice black snake that slithers past your feet and under the door. And away.
No, I'm gonna run after it.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna try to shove it back towards me with Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Wall of Force. I'm just gonna try to trap it in that.
Alright, as you cast Wall of Force, it bumps into it, and it looks at you, and it turns into shadow and disperses. And each of you get your shadows back. Let me roll something real quick.
oh.
Actually, how about this? I want Dim, Dav, and Ciel to roll me a fate roll, d20 plus your level.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Proceed.
Nope, I don't like that.
You're not supposed to like it.
I love
Thank you,
that.
Dev.
Anytime.
I think he's scared of the divine. So, he might not be afraid right now. But I think between all of us, he will be.
He will learn. That is something he must learn because he's not in his nature, but he will.
You're a little quiet, cat. I got you turned up pretty loud, but...
Yeah.
Oh, alright, my bad.
Lean into the mic.
Yep.
Remember elf
He will-
practice.
Yeah, oh boy, oh boy. It is not in his nature, so he will learn, and we shall show him.
Make me religion checks, Dim and Dav. Because Ciel has a basic understanding of who the Shadow Man is, but go ahead and roll.
Oh, not
Damn! Everyone's just popping off tonight, both of you know.
I don't know why I love the idea of Dim just going, Seiya knows the Shadow Man. It makes sense now.
So let me go to his article in the Pantheon, and I will repeat
Oh
some of
crap,
his
my
basic
things
lore.
come out of my shadow too.
In edit, you know from the info, he is he was once a denizen of Null. He lived in Sokrith. He was a Grand Mage. He was specifically the Grand Mage. Let me get the map real quick, the world map. He was the Grand Mage of Yoren, the City of Knowledge. However, he performed some sort of sin against the Pantheon. And he was banished to a dread domain. Planes of existence that are beyond the material and the basic planes that you all know of. They are created by a entity known as the Mist to punish dark individuals and dangerous beings. He was banished to one by Admos, who has a connection to dread domains. And he was in there for a long time. And so he would make contracts with unwitting victims, stacking the contracts against them to gain himself power. And because of that, he became a demi-idol. his signature deal is that he brings people back from the dead, giving them new bodies that they must pay off the debt of. Now, with a natural 20, Dav, you know two things. One, you have context now, because you know what happens to any being born in Null that dies. Currently, is their soul is taken to Eden. This means that he has a power to take souls in that transit. So he gets them in the in-between. Right in the moment of death, he takes that soul and offers it that deal, resurrecting it back to the material plane of Sokrith, or Null. And you know why. Because in Thon, in one of the chapters of his book, it details the very sin that Valinus committed. He stole a piece of the Darker and made it his heart, making him immortal. Which immortality is a violation of the gods' will. One can live for a long time. One can be able to regenerate their wounds and stay young, but to live forever and escape the grasp of death, that is an unforgivable atrocity that only the gods may have. So you know why they imprisoned him was because he took a piece of the Darker and made it his heart, which is how he's able to bend that and take souls on the transit to death and bring them back.
That makes. I'm beginning to make a lot more sense of this now.
And you understand why it was Admos himself that banished.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm. That's been lore I've been sitting on.
That is some pertinent information. I'll find the chapter and get it properly.
Yeah, you open it up and you show it to them, because Thon's inactive, which means you can read him. You show them the chapter, speaking of his sins. This magic, this forbidden ritual, which, after the fact, was destroyed by the Divine to try and prevent this from ever happening again. The only ones that would know how to do this ritual, maybe even undo it, are the Divine.
It seems we might need to make a few friends higher up if we're going to solve this whole problem.
I hope that Jim has better contacts then, or knows someone who does. Because I'm not exactly a viable option for that.
I'm happy to do all that I can. I will reflect in prayer, and when I'm able to find a lead, I will give it to you as soon as possible, should the Divine allow it.
Thank you. Apologies for the abruptness, but I need to check on Nyx.
Of course.
Yes. Go take care of him.
As Ciel is walking away, Dim is going to say a prayer for her because he is scared for her.
Yeah, she just pissed off a very powerful
How
being.
well, not just that, he sees like how ferocious that she can be, and he is worried for her well-being.
Alright. Go ahead and make me a divine roll, which is d20 plus level as well.
We certainly love treading the path the Divine would rather us stay far away from, it seems.
Yeah, you're dealing
She's
with the false
trying to
god,
fight
too.
one god. What's
15. You reach out in prayer. You beseech Nora to help in the protection of this soul. There's a hand on your shoulder. A shadowed hand that whispers in your ear, "Oh, not even the light, the dark, the gray can protect your friend. She's meant for a higher purpose by that false god. But don't worry, I'll be keeping an eye on all of you now." And you feel a slight pinch as the claw drags against your shoulder.
And yet, faith will not waver. And he just has a gentle smile on his face.
And he just faces through the wall.
Take good care of yourself, Din.
Whoa! Alright, is there any other night activities that anyone would like to do?
I would like to go approach Nyx and just sort of do my no, I totally haven't been doing anything just now.
Yep, you come back.
You okay, buddy? For no particular reason?
Am I DM?
Yeah, sure. Ciel, how long did those temporary hit points last from your ward?
Until I take a long rest.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I feel fine. I've just been keeping a look outside to see if anything is strange.
Nothing.
It is
It's
curfew.
a ghost town.
I do not like it here.
Me neither.
And by the way, that feeling, once again, you just have that feeling like you're all being watched.
Nora's protection guides us.
You know, I'm gonna do something too. Does any of this count as a short rest? I keep forgetting I have this feat.
You had a respite after the mini fight, so you were instantly given the effects of a short rest.
Okay. Ciel would probably do bolstering performance on I can do it on 6 people, which is I think all of the main crew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's all of us. Which would, I assume in this context for the immediately after the fight when we got the effects of a short rest would have just been that Ciel's presence of just sheer, you are not telling me what to do, guy in Cult Town, is somehow inspiring to the crew. Everybody can have, everyone can have temp HP equal to, 5 plus 9, so 14.
How long does that one last?
Until the end of a long rest,
Okay.
or until somebody hits you.
Okay.
Temp HP lasts until it says it goes away or forever.
Yeah,
basically.
usually if it says a long rest, then it's reset after that. So I'm just making sure.
It does. I think the default rule is just if it doesn't say it's a long rest.
Yeah.
But anyway, to that effect, Ciel is checking on Nyx maybe a little bit more insistently than normal, and is just can I see your you got a little bit banged up during that fight. Do you mind letting me take a look?
Sure.
And just takes out the Tinker's tools.
Yeah. Go ahead and get in there.
Nyx can do an insight if he wants.
Yeah, I think so.
Do so with advantage.
I'm not gonna roll. I'm just gonna do pass it. Oh,
Okay.
she definitely looks a little bit worried, but it's probably because you were possessed earlier today. Doesn't seem out of character.
Yeah, you're just looking around in there. Is there anything you're looking for in particular?
And I kind of look for like irregularities. In general, she does maintenance on Nyx. Like, just, you know, buffs him out, make sure that he doesn't have any, like... Make sure that he doesn't have any lingering, not injuries, but just defects, I guess.
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Write some WD-40 in his joints.
24?
Really popping off with rolls today.
Feels like something's there, but you can't see it. You can grasp that there's an energy that is residing on his body, but that's about it.
Is she able to check any deeper or sort of intuit what she's looking at, or that's all I get?
That's all you give for now.
Okay. She's just gonna sort of make a mental note to, she's gonna make a mental note to just sort of keep track of it. And if there's anything Nyx wants to talk about, she'll talk, but right now she's just being kind of quiet. Oh wait, no, there was something I wanted to talk about because we got attacked last time, but it's been a month IRL, so I was like, oh, I don't remember that. Thank you for, thanks for ignoring me and coming to help last night. That could have been bad.
You know I could never let you go out on your own.
I didn't think you would let me. I didn't think you'd let anything happen.
What else are brothers for?
Pulling your hair and getting into your things.
Noted.
Or yelling at you to get out of the room.
I don't think you've ever told me
that was the only normal thing about that place.
Well, I'm just glad everything turned out to be okay.
Not everything.
What do you mean?
Well, he went back to them.
Ah, that is true.
I don't have any other way to talk to him unless that happens again.
It is, growing increasingly difficult not to, harm the ones we are fighting when they continue to harm you.
I know. You shouldn't, you shouldn't worry too much about me. I'll be fine.
Pretty sure worrying about you is my job, no?
I hope it's not just a job, but, I'll try not to put you in that situation again, if I can.
I don't think your siblings are going to give us much of a choice.
Just try not to kill them.
I will try my best.
All right. With that, you may all take a long rest.
Seiya knocks on Dim and Nythet's door.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
Open.
Learning to take up offers more. You said something about fishing?
Oh, yes. It's a card game. Go fish.
It sounds boring.
It doesn't involve answering questions, does it?
No, you have a hand of cards, and you're trying to get cards, and you say, Dim, do you have a 4? And then if I have a 4, I give it to you. Otherwise, I say, go fish.
Yeah, just kind of, isn't it that also like kind of waving?
She's sitting there. She's in bed.
Yeah,
She's
sure.
got
Dim will, or not Dim, Seiya will go in dragging locks and will play Go Fish with Dim and Nythett for like an hour or so before bed.
Perfect.
All right.
Like sleepover, guys. Sleepover.
Locks is probably just on the couch playing on the phone.
Yeah, he's playing on
Yep.
the phone. He's saying, we totally beat someone. We're really cool. We're better than you guys. Hashtag Locks Life.
Yeah. But long rest. Long.
Gather your tokens for the next map.
Dim looking
Ciel.
at Sandy like, you seem to like card games. Now, do you want to play one with more rule?
Magic the Gathering.
It pulls out Yu-Gi-Oh card deck.
Do you want to?
I was just gonna. Oh, sorry.
You can battle against my Violet Eyes Aphrodite dragon.
We gotta make Zach. We gotta make a Null card game or something like that. All right.
What were you gonna say?
I just wanted to say that Ciel is not sleeping very well and wakes up a couple of times in the middle of the night and is just
Oh,
checking on
that's-
Nyx for
that's
absolutely
all
no
of
reason
you.
whatsoever.
That's all of you. You won't have a hard time sleeping. Just that
Oh,
feeling.
oh, thank
of
you, thank you.
Being watched.
Does this have anything to do with the Shadow Man, maybe, or does it feel like a different being watched?
It's the same feeling you got the moment you entered the town.
Cool.
Alright, I'm resizing your tokens because I forgot this map you're on is fucking huge. The other one's normal sized.
Oops, sorry.
So anyway, if you want to play a really interesting deck, you gotta try the green deck with the Archdruid Talon. He has lots of summons. There's this one tactic with 9
Oh
wolves.
god, don't
you
bring
can
it
do with a
up!
combo.
Don't tell everyone! They're gonna try and do it again! The pixie
Conjure
Oh,
Animals got nerfed. It
pixie
can't
From
happen
what,
strat
again.
is
from what I'm
banned.
seeing, I think I would enjoy a Nim denial deck.
No!
Oh,
That's
you're one of those
mean.
people.
That's mean! For context, cat food played a sorcerer named
No,
Nim.
no, this is me referencing that cat food loves to just go, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, but also
when he plays his casters.
but also
That was not referencing
okay,
that Nakura.
okay, I was gonna say that's wow, that's a deep
No.
cut. Koi's out for
No,
blood.
no, I was referencing Nim as a caster that constantly tells people, no, you can't do that.
But no, in the morning, you're greeted once more by the very friendly, very talented Willem. I'll show his hand out for you, Zach, the half-elf individual that you met.
No, not this guy.
Well, hello again,
No.
friend. I'm sure you had a restful night here in our lovely town. Here's Zach.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
Zach, no.
kinda...
Zach, this man said something weird to Nythett, and I need you to back her up because this man...
Oh, okay. Ooh.
But I'm sure your rest was well worth the reward. I heard you guys got up to a bit of a shenanigan last night.
We grooved.
There was a bit of dancing.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm glad you had fun, and you followed our community rules. Because as you know, our motto is, and everyone in the town, you just hear the echo, be kind to one another.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
I think it's a great rule.
But Elder Mira is happy to see you and give you the details of your assignment. So I'll bring you right
Alright.
back to the town square.
Brilliant.
Alright, and of course, like I've got you here already, you make it to the door, and you weren't here for this either, but there's a bugbear that lets you all in, a man named Goheen. Welcome back, honored guests.
Cute.
The Elder will see you now.
Perfect. Do we have to walk ourselves again?
No,
or-
I got you.
Thank God. Thank God.
No, except for Dim, apparently. Hold on, Dim. Stay there.
Tim's on the move.
Nope. Sorry.
Dim
I was-
kicks down the door, struts in, plants down
I've
the pole.
advanced.
And
Oh,
once
fuck.
again, Goheen blocks the door over here
Yep.
in the meeting hall. Because this is a town
Yeah,
hall,
every time.
Zach. And then you come in, and Elder Mira is drinking from a teacup. Ah, good morning. I heard that you got up to a bit of a shenanigan last night. Thank you for bringing
We did something.
entertainment to our community. We don't get many people in that are eager to bring merriment and happiness to our humble village.
Anytime.
Of course. Now, let us discuss the job. I believe I mentioned our lovely barrier, which keeps us secure and safe, is maintained by our lovely Grand Mage, Sojin Elazar. Wait, not that one. Not that one yet. Give me 1 second. There we go. He's been rather isolated lately. He hasn't been responding to our missives with positivity, more passive-aggressive behavior. And he is threatened to send a golem after us and attack us if he is not left alone. And this will not do, of course. Our community is bound by unification and kindness, and if our Grand Mage refuses to do his job, we need to take care of that immediately. The barrier keeps us safe and secure, and the threat of a construct to attack us, who have done no wrong to our Grand Mage in the many years we have known him, simply will not do. So your task is kind of two things. Firstly, to deal with the golem of the Grand Mage, and second, to persuade him to maintain his civic duties.
Alrighty.
So you're
sounds-
asking us to play bouncer?
Not bouncer, more of messenger. He's not letting me or any of us near him at this time. Threatening magics and whatnot, and you know our policy on violence. We are pacifists. You are... looks at Nyx and kind of squints. Not. And I'm willing to bend the rules a bit for you to use whatever force required to persuade the Grand Mage to resume his duties.
Seiya kind of squints his eyes at that, but isn't gonna say how sus it is that they're so against violence, but they're like, we need someone to do something for us. Go commit a crime.
Well, yeah, they're claiming this golem is a threat, therefore it needs to be dealt with.
Yeah.
And as for your friends here, pointing at Eustace and Slate, I have another task for them. Slate squints. I'm the driver. I don't really, do much in the means of work. Shame. But you, Eustace, I need you to do some stuff for me. So, you are all dismissed. And we will discuss your reward after the fact. But you, Eustace, you stay here. I will give you your assignment separately. Yes.
Seiya... Dang.
The door opens.
Can't say anything. Yeah, Seiya will kind of glance at Slate.
Right this way.
Yeah.
Slate's going with you because he said no. And
I know, but
Mira
Seiya's
did
thinking
not
he
look
probably should.
pleased at that.
Yeah,
I
Seiya's...
know.
I will
Yeah.
aid the community in other ways, Elder Mira. I can use my magic to help out with any tasks required. That'll do. But yeah, Goheen looks at you. Get out. You are dismissed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
And like before, no one move. You blink and you're outside the town hall. And hold on. Goheen's right there with you. Have a nice day and work hard. Closes the door.
Always a pleasure.
Welcome back. I hear
thank
you're
you.
going to be helping with our Grand Mage problem.
Can Seiya Arcana the fact that we seem to blink and appear?
Sure.
Does my occult savant come into play?
Nope.
Fey fiend, or no, celestial fiend undead?
Nope.
No? Okay.
26. Hard to say. It might be a minor enchantment, but it is definitely something you can't quite place. You feel like you've heard about this before, but you're not certain.
Did we just experience a cutscene transition?
Shut up. But yes, I will lead you to the location of your mission. And Slate will look at you all. I will be doing my thing. And he nods at you guys. He's gonna investigate the town.
Good.
Bless him.
Seiya
Doesn't get
will
very well.
actually look, before Slate leaves, Seiya will ask, do you want Lux to go with you?
No, I'm fine. Yeah, you can't go. I'm with you always. I'm like a tumor.
That's not a... Okay.
And a
No,
cute
that's actually accurate.
You better start forgetting what I said when I was not myself.
Oh, but I'm your jolly old chum, aren't I?
No. I never said that.
Seiya just picks him up, puts him in the satchel, pats him on the head. Of course you didn't.
Wait. But yes. Oh yeah, let me share the map of Freyview for Zach. So, this is the map of Freyview, Zach. You guys were right here. Let me make him smaller. With Willem in the town square. You now, make your way over here on the outskirts. You pass a brewery. You're like, oh yes, that's our brew house, and that's the inn. That's a private man. That's Lady Mira's home, pointing at something over there. And that's our temple. We don't really use it much. And then he gets over here. And this is the path to the Grand Mage's tower. I can't go any further, as he is employing dangerous and negative magics against any citizen of the town. Very nasty and not like him to do that. So please remind him of his civic duties. Have fun.
Asked what god the temple is to.
Oh, we don't worship anymore. So it's an abandoned temple, so to say.
Do we
Ooh.
yeah.
Was it a god to?
Religion check. As you
Or
pass it.
yeah, who was it a temple to rather?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All of us religion check. or
Can we all
whoever?
make a religion check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this
I
a
say-
celestial fiend or undead deity?
No.
I would feel like
Okay.
it would be. I don't have high religion. I don't know why I'm.
Oh
trying to
my
roll.
god.
We are locked in for this one.
What the
Yeah, it's
fuck?
gonna really
I've never
suck
done
for the
religion.
next thing.
We all well, we've been hanging out with Dim.
Yeah.
So true.
Have you all been saying your prayers at night, like good
Thank you.
little?
No, wait. I gotta post
Like
that
Anthony
one.
Burn.
Zach, I gotta post that one meme song
Is
I
it
did
again.
the
by
opposite
normal
of a
to-
prayer. I had a friend contact a demon for me.
Is it
Um,
normal to burst into hives when you pray?
Okay, so everyone knows.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty normal.
Yeah, everyone knows that this was a temple to. Let me double check my notes. Looking at this thing.
They say Admos for burning it down, right?
I mean, we just kind of look at the town and just go, ah, that explains it.
No.
Yeah, pretty much.
Looking at the town explains the town.
It was a temple to Satara the Forger.
Oh. Oh.
How nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Which I have their handout. The goddess of the forge and fire.
Interesting.
They have
Which means if you
made
light the town
many
on
of the
fire-
legendary remnants seen in Null, the powerful weapons, including their own weapon that they gave to their recently in the past 55 years wedded husband. The Forge Master Ilanis, who created the remnants for the Heroes of the Moonflower. But she has been around for quite some time, and because of her contributions, gunpowder was discovered at an early age in this world. But she is definitely worshipped by blacksmiths, artificers, a lot of dwarves worship her. But yeah, no, it's in a town like this, which seems to have been very industrial at a time, that would have made sense to worship Satara, or even Nora to an extent. Probably a minor temple to Nora would have existed at some point. Mm-hmm.
So what do we see at the tower?
A lot of steps. To be specific, you saw how many were on the world map. I mean, the
Yeah.
town map. About 10 flights of very high steps. Making your
Do
way
we-
up to this tower. This tower is, 1, 2,
Again, who's
3,
wearing heels?
4, 5,
And going up these
6,
steps?
7. An 8-story tower.
Nyx, who else? Nythett?
Very much designed as a wizard's tower. It is more gothic than a typical wizard's tower. And that's saying a lot. A lot of creeping vines, which is odd given that it's in the mountains of this town. and there are stone statues abound. But you finally make it up to there, and there are benches, so you've had points to sit, but at each bench there has been a sign. Each one says something different. The first says, "Get lost." The second, "No, I really mean it. Please leave after you've had your sit." The third, "I'm not kidding. If you come any closer, you will die." The next one, "This is getting really tiresome. If you are reading this, you should leave at once. I am not asking." The next one, "If you have made it this far, good for you. There is a cooler with water underneath this bench that is perpetually cold. Take it and leave." The next one, "You are very persistent, I will give you that, but the next few steps I will probably smite you with lightning, you incessant fools." The next one, "I am not kidding. One more step, lightning bolt." The next one, "I'm going to kill you with lightning. Leave me alone." The last one, "If you've made it this far and are not dead, congratulations. I guess I shall entertain an audience with you if you can provide me anything of value. But if you're a citizen of the town, get lost or I will cast Power Word Kill on you." Signed, Sojin
I noticed
Elazar,
we have
Grand
not
Mage
been-
of Freyview.
I noticed that we were not zapped at these signs where it said we would be zapped.
Nope.
We went to
I'm
Do
assuming he might be indisposed.
Or watching you.
do we feel watched still?
Still, yeah.
Okay.
I think he might be keeping an eye on us. If we gaze up towards the tower, do we see anything of?
Nah. The
Peeking
windows
out
are
a window.
tinted.
I'm just gonna wave anyway, just as slow.
Tints their windows in a tower. The fuck?
Very interesting design choice.
Wizards for sure.
Hmm.
Sorry, that's not that's all gray.
But you
Yeah,
make
what
it to
the
the
fuck?
door. Do you knock?
I feel like it's rude
Yes.
not to knock.
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah.
think
we're
Seiya should
good.
not because he has over 100 hit points.
Seiya, sure. Seiya will go up and knock. Oh my gosh.
knock?
What?
There's no response. And then you look, and right underneath it, there's a doorbell.
Seiya presses the doorbell.
Doom, 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 doom. It goes
Not
up
saying your name.
each floor. It's 8 rings total. A bunch of locks unlock. And you see, looking right at you,
Oh.
a stone golem.
Hello. Hello,
Seiya,
scary monster from Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Seiya will
here he
just
is.
go, we are
Oh, cool.
not citizens of the town, and we wish to speak.
Looks like a transformer.
Blinks at you. Wait, does it understand? It should understand languages. Language understands.
I know
common plus 2 other
primordial.
languages but can't speak. It nods. Holds up a hand, like a finger. And you watch as its eyes glow red. It nods and gestures for you all to come in.
Everyone's so
They'll
polite in this
just-
town.
Look back and kinda nod.
And as it walks, you notice there's a solid stone orb that is floating behind it, like in its orbit.
Is there anything we noticed?
Johnny knows what that does.
Motherfucker snatched me before I could do anything.
What do you? You're just coming in to
I was-
the hall.
I just wanted to check to make sure there's nothing off, man. Like,
I mean, sure. Are you making a perception check? Investigation check?
I don't know. Fuck. Holy Christ. Oh.
Hold on. I've noticed something. These
Sure,
boots are as big as
perception,
I am.
It's the only way your
Those
tokens.
are for the giant.
It's the only way your tokens will fit on the
Perception.
table.
You motherfucker.
Well, Dim is very tiny. I
25?
feel like you should make his token a little bigger.
No,
Nandra.
Zach wants
No,
him small.
I want it tiny. No, I'm just gonna be like from Super Mario Brothers 3, the guy in the
Um,
big boot. Bonk.
You notice as you come in, the windows, which are tinted, they are fully on both sides. No sunlight is coming through. But there is its own unique light source in here. The golem looks at you and gestures to the couch, like to the seatings near the fireplace. It does common sign language, which Seiya, you understand. The master will see you in a few moments. Make yourselves comfortable.
Seiya will sign, thank you, and,
It nods.
yeah.
I can't remember what I named it. It was at the end of the session.
Technically, that's
Jadeson.
But I ain't fighting.
No, I think I named it
Oh.
Brutus. That's what I named it.
Dim jumps and climbs up on the giant couch.
I'm assuming that fits this furniture just fine.
Yes, that's why I made it. Look, it's so you can sit at the tables and stuff. Just gonna
Yeah.
move you guys.
The other name idea I had for him was, Rockstone.
Don't shame me like this. That was not my proudest moment.
Look, I think that is a great name. Just as Cliff Stone is also a great name.
Look, it was the immediate regret you could hear in my voice.
It's giving what is it? What's that thing called? With the cats and stuff. Warrior cats, whatever it is.
No.
Aristocats?
But
The
Is that the wrong
golem
thing?
stands in the way of the entryway. So to make sure no one's having any ideas. You hear
Yes, it just sits down.
after about 15 minutes
I-
footsteps coming down the stairs.
It seems we might finally be.
And the door opens, and you see coming out an individual.
Hey, it's the guy from the thumbnail.
You see, to you, Ciel, a Thyrian, a man with Thyrian features, but also for the rest of you, Dayan features as well, meaning from the Eastern Isles. He is a little bit messier than this right now. His vest is unbuttoned and his shirt is loose. And his hair is a little messy. He's fixing it with prestidigitation as he comes down. And his cloak is just getting fat. His cloak is following behind him, floating in the air, and then it goes on his shoulders. You interrupted my rest. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sojin Alazar, the Grand Mage of Freyview. And to whom do I have the possible displeasure of speaking to?
Well, I would hope.
Dim,
Mm-hmm.
you sense undead. He radiates undead. And Seiya, you can also, with your innate abilities, sense that this individual is also undead.
The hackles are raised.
What? Oh, I'm making a what? A perception check?
No,
or
you
what?
just sense it automatically because your class feature.
Um,
Anyways, group name,
Seiya's-
occupation. Why are you here?
Uh,
If I was
with
awake,
the-
I would have
We've been
probably tried to
coerced.
smite you with lightning.
Hey, Blunt, we've been coerced.
Hmm.
What were the drifters,
Terrible name.
adventurers,
Mm.
and they. The town wants us to figure out why you refuse to aid them and deal with the matter.
So you've been sent by Elder Mira. Then you can leave. And I honestly recommend you leave this town. If you know what's good for you.
Would rather like to take this opportunity to ask about what's going on here because clearly they won't answer.
And I cannot answer either. Unfortunately.
Why not?
I have my reasons, unfortunately, as well. That is a word you will hear from me a lot. But, like I said, you should probably go.
Okay.
Are you just leaving?
No,
Kidding.
no.
Kidding.
It's such a mood, though. Like I
I
want
will not entertain, with my limited rebellion, I will not entertain whatever requests Mira has. As much as I can. What is it that they want from me that they already have not gotten? I've nurtured their crops. I've done the utmost work for them with this barrier. I've done everything they have desired. Yet it is still not enough. That was me giving you permission to answer the question.
I guess not.
I think the biggest issue they had was the threat of the golem.
Brutus. That is an insurance policy for myself. That they will leave me alone. Not come any further. I enjoy my solitude. And as he's speaking, no checks needed. You see he has 2 fangs. And it all clicks together. This man is a vampire.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh,
mhm.
so it corrects me if I'm wrong, but didn't you have an amicable relationship before? What changed?
So, there was this arcane surge recently, correct? We are rather isolated from the rest of the society, therefore we do not keep in contact with the primary Grand Mage or the government. But there was a disturbance in the magical ley lines of the continent and possibly world. Let's just say that put some things in perspective, and I am doing what I can to ensure my success and survival here, not theirs. But I'll be quite honest with you, I would like to kill everyone in that town. And I might, soon. I just need to gather a bit more strength
Oh.
before I do so.
Oh, that's rather blunt.
So is the town that, in your eyes, is the town that unsalvageable?
I cannot say, unfortunately.
Hmm.
But,
If you can't say, could you do some charades?
no.
worth it.
Unfortunately, that is not how it works. And he looks at you, Ciel, finally registering you. You. Kind of comes over a little closer. Leans down and studies you for a second.
It's impolite to stare.
Not staring, observing. You are marked by him.
Immediate scowl.
One of Uriel's?
If I were, I wouldn't be out and about.
Oh, you cannot lie. I know his eyes. He turns around and he walks and then he pauses. I will entertain this little quest you've been put on. I've changed my mind. And turns around again. They want the golem dealt with.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Then how about this? A wager. Brutus snaps his fingers. Brutus comes forward. You have two options I will offer you. If you succeed, Brutus will either be destroyed or deactivated. But I am a powerful mage, and thus the power imbued in my creation shares a bit of my might and is hard to deal with. So my wager is this. If you cannot defeat Brutus and myself in combat as one of the options, or you cannot deactivate Brutus by dispelling the enchantments I have put upon him, you will be mine to deal with. If you succeed, then I will either deactivate Brutus myself, or you will have done it by yourselves already. Which option would you like to choose?
Ciel gives a very firm scowl in his direction, and feels weird about this because did he just change his mind because he recognized Ciel?
Yes.
Yeah, gross.
Because he and you can make me an insight check on this
Okay.
to get the full
Yeah, she will.
context
She's
here.
very sus. She's very. Of course,
You have
this is where I start
inspiration.
rolling bad.
We did get a lot of inspiration.
We did
You
get
go.
a lot
I
of
think it's
inspiration.
very, very funny that she rolled badly on this, though. I'll roll again, though.
Oh god,
Oh,
it's just
well,
in
the
the
fates have
cards.
decided.
Well, you have
Yeah, the fate is
two
decided.
more if you really want to yoke it.
No.
I am gonna be honest, that's very funny and kind of on brand. Like, the moment her family is brought up, she is immediately on edge, doesn't trust this, sort of like looking at the door.
Okay, so with an 11, that is enough to get the base context here. He was disinterested in the conversation at hand, was ready to dismiss you completely, but he's noticed that you are here. Thus, he is interested in seeing what you can do.
Okay.
Not in a creep, so that's the baseline you get is, it doesn't seem like the reason you being here is ulterior, it's more of an interest in your skill.
Oh, okay.
Because he said you were marked by him, meaning good old Thyr.
Yeah, I figured.
So he's interested in seeing your capabilities. Thus he's giving this wager. But yes, if you win, the golem is deactivated, I will give you a trinket or something that make you feel better. And if I win, I will put this bluntly, I'm going to imprison you in my dungeon. Smiles. I haven't had to use a dungeon in centuries now. I would make your stay comfortable, and I'd only hold you until I kill everyone here and then let you go.
So, the whole purpose of imprisoning us is simply for what purpose?
To not get in my way. Doubtful
Okay.
that you could. But yes, the
Hmm.
two options before you, and he takes 2 chess pieces, one black, one white. Puts them on the table. The black piece, if you wish to face me and Brutus. The white piece, if you wish to test your skills of the arcane against mine. And deactivate my creation. However, I will say this now, only one of you will be able to deactivate it at any points at Ciel.
Oh.
So context, before we end the session, because I'll let you guys can sit on this for 2 weeks and figure out which one you want to do.
Mhm.
If you choose the black piece, you are fighting Sojin Elazar, who has the stat block Legendary Archmage, and is a vampire, and you're fighting a stone golem. Alongside that,
Yeah, please.
the second option, Disenchanting Brutus, is that Ciel has to cast Dispel Magic at its base level and do a check, and cannot be aided except for her own skills from her sheet.
Ah.
Okay.
Raw talent, basically.
Uh-huh.
I will give you 2 weeks to decide on that. Unless you say, fuck it, we
No.
ball.
No.
Ciel is tempted to say no just because she's just absolutely detests the idea of being studied in any capacity.
Yeah,
I really
we'll give
don't.
you guys 2 weeks to
Get your
decide it.
science out of here.
Yes,
Get your science out of here.
Get
Not
it out
allowed.
of here.
We'll figure it out next time on Legacy of Thyr. Guess who forgot to record the episode again?
Oh no!
Uh,
no.
no.
Luckily,
No, crap.
I'll just save the highlight immediately afterwards, and I'll cut it down. But yeah,
Mhm.
Goodness.
we will see you guys tomorrow afternoon for Weave Menders. Johnny's gonna be there. No stream on Tuesday, so no Royal Flush, no nothing, because that's my birthday. And then
Yay!
Wednesday is a special thing. It is my VTuber debut anniversary and birthday celebration stream. So in the afternoon, starting, we're going to do a half-day stream. We're going to have some blocks of content. So we're going to start with Reaper with friends. Then we're looking at it. I'm probably going to change it. We're probably going to do something like Marvel Rivals. Either the Dungeons and Dragon Minecraft DLC or Marvel Rivals with friends. And then finishing it off with Jackbox with the Shattering the Eclipse crew, which includes Zach and Koi already. And maybe some more people if we can bring them in. And then Thursday is the big one. I will say it again. We have a very special one-shot. Thursday the 22nd. Sweetwind Deliveries, A Wolf's Bite. Starring Koi, VTuber Lilith O'Leary, Lilith O'Leary's partner, and Momo Mischief, who is in a lot of D&D stuff out there here and there, Crown DM and Brett Ultimus's World of IO, which Zach works for. So it's very exciting. Yeah, be there or be square, I guess, and we'll see what happens. But we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!
Bye.